Before I explain how to make the mask, I need to give you a little background based on historical evidence. As I explained in my prior video, cotton gauze masks helped end the 1918 influenza epidemic, also known as the Spanish flu. And the most telling evidence of their effectiveness was perhaps in San Francisco, where everyone was told to wear a mask made from at least 4 layers of fine gauze. And wearing these masks ended the epidemic quickly there. One important characteristic of fabric is the number of threads per inch, how dense or tightly woven it is, and this is known as the thread count. In fact, there was a study published in 1918 on the effectiveness of gauze masks to stop droplets expelled by coughs. And the study concluded that you need at least 5 layers of gauze if you're using gauze with 32 by 26 threads per square inch. Over the years, more studies were conducted on the effectiveness of gauze masks, which were used often in hospitals. And a study in 1949 on protecting nurses from airborne tuberculosis recommended gauze of greater density, around 42 by 42 threads per square inch. And you can find this type of gauze for sale today as cheesecloth. The thread count for cheesecloth is given by its grade. Grade 90 cheesecloth has 44 by 36 threads per square inch. So it's probably your best option, at least for now. And I found it available on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. Once you obtain the cheesecloth, the procedure is simple. Bulk cheesecloth is sold by the yard. So you cut a piece 1 yard wide, 36 inches, by 9 inches long. Then you fold the piece in half. So now it should be 9 inches by 18 inches. Then you fold it into thirds. So now it should be 9 inches by 6 inches, and the mask has 6 layers. It should be both breathable and protective. Next, you're going to fold the edges over and sew down. Now, you lose a little bit of fabric when you fold over the edges, and when you do that, the whole mask should be about 7 inches by 6 inches. And then you should put 2 pleats on each side. So you pinch a little bit of the cloth and sew a few stitches to create a pleat. Then, using any fabric or even shoelaces, attach 4 straps, 1 to each corner. Sew or use fabric glue. Each strap should be about 14 inches long. Finally, sew a little bit of black thread to the middle of the mask on one side, or make a dot with a permanent marker. And that is going to be the dirty side, which others might cough into, so that side should always face away from your face. To use the mask, place it against your mouth and nose and tie the top straps behind your head. Then tie the bottom straps above your head, and that will pull the bottom of the mask tight against your chin. When you're done wearing it for the day, untie the straps and clean it, but be careful not to touch the outside of the mask. To clean it, simply boil it in water for 15 minutes or dip it in rubbing alcohol for a minute and then hang it up to dry overnight. If you can, make extra masks for others who cannot make them. Personally, I think it's fair to charge them for the materials and your time. Good luck.